he let go of my hand and he walked in.
That was an emotional day. Happy first day of school. This is my updated everyday makeup look.
Okay.
Whoa. We're looking like unfit parents.
I'm gonna cry. I've been holding it for so long. Thought we had time to like go into the classroom and stay with him a little bit and then slowly back up. But after the shoe, she was like, say bye to mama right away. And then I was like, oh, it's right now? And she was like, yeah. And then Levi looked at me. He was like, I need mama. And he held my hand. And then I was like, remember mama told you she has to go today? And he was like, I can do it. And then he let go of my hand and he walked in. And he just went and sat down.
Is he crying?
No, he's completely fine. I was holding back my tears. That's why I was like, I can't. They have a waiting room for us. They're like, you can go up to the second floor and watch him, but I was gonna burst out crying. So I was like, I need to leave first.
So you're going back?
I'm going to go back, but I need to calm down. He's so brave. He's just 2 years old. Did so well. Happy first day of school without mama and dada. Happy first day. Oh, can you help me put it down? I'm scared. Happy first day of school. Oh, okay.
That was an emotional day. I was just hugging Levi tightly to sleep just now, and he told me he wants to go back, so I'm so happy that he said that. The way he just so confidently walked in today made me melt. Like, sir, why are you so strong? And I'm not strong right now. I knew I was gonna burst out crying, so I just had to get outside and get into the car so that I could just let it out because I didn't want anyone to see me, including Levi. This morning I had a little talk with him in case you're dropping your kids off at school too, or you will be doing it soon in September. What I found really helped was having this talk with him, saying that I'm going to be taking him to school and then I'm going to have to leave, but I'm going to come back really fast. And Levi's very brave. Levi can do it. I just kept saying, Levi can do it. And then he started repeating, I can do it in the car. And then at school, before he let go, he said, I can do it. So I'm just realizing more and more of the things I say and the things I model, like really, really make a difference in his mind. I'm really enjoying seeing this confident young man he's becoming. I'm so, so proud, but at the same time, I'm so, so sad that this chapter of like us being together so much is ending and he's starting this new chapter of going to school on his own and doing things on his own without me. Also, letting him know that we're going to do something fun after school might have helped, because we went to get a cake and we sang a version of Happy Birthday because that's his favorite song right now and he could blow out the candle. So I'm going to make some fun activities all this week so that he has something to look forward to after school. I was so nervous about today, but it went a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Yep.
Rough.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah,
It's rough
because most of them living in the dry area. It's the living on the ground, and we call it Sucata tortoise. Yeah.
It's made of plastic? It's not made of
You
plastic.
can see the snakes, they will always stick out their tongue.
How does it feel?
It's really smooth. Not what I was expecting.
Very energetic.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can. Wanna test?
leopard gecko, and the chocolate one we call it yeah, fat pancake.
I just did the school drop-off. It was a mess today. He cried the entire time. He had a good 2 weeks. I think it's finally settled in that he is going to be going there and I'm going to be leaving, and yeah, he just was not having it today. But the teachers are great. They helped him out. Hopefully he's okay. I have 2 hours before I need to pick him up, so I'm going to do some errands, starting with Rose's medication. She is 11 years old and she's doing great. She's on a couple of medications now for the rest of her life, so I'm just picking up a refill on that, but she is doing well now. Left to get fixed at this little alleyway here. They have the best shoe tailors in here and the pricing is amazing. I love buying secondhand shoes because you can get really high quality leather shoes that are already worn in for a really good price. But sometimes, and twice this has happened to me, you buy them and they break soon after you buy them. And one time it was in public while I was shooting, so that was really unfortunate. I dropped off these flats, which the sole was completely broken and they were all scuffed up. The lady stitched in a new sole and cleaned them up for like $10 US maybe. And then I also dropped off these Gucci shoes that the strap broke. Stairs. I'm wondering if it's worth it in this heat. Carrying so much stuff because it was raining when we left. Now it's not raining. You never know, you gotta pack everything. Levi's change of clothes, Levi's bib, and like all the stuff for what we're gonna do after school. Where is it? I bought Levi an Iron Man shirt thinking he would love it because Tom loves it and he was scared of it, so now I needed to turn it inside out so he can't see the Iron Man. We're looking like unfit parents. We're now heading to one of our favorite pho places for dinner. Dino or shark or peppa?
So your favorite.
Dino. Why is this place good, babe?
The beef is good quality and the soup base is so good. They use those pork bone and chicken bone and they boil for like over 10 hours a day.
So the soup is really good and the quality of the ingredients are really good. Not like enhanced flavor with powders and stuff, it's real.
I let my hair air dry for once, and this is what it wants to do now. This is a pregnancy and or postpartum side effect that I never knew was coming. My hair was always a little bit wavy, but never this much. Turns out our hair texture and curl pattern are determined by the shape and size of our follicles, and our follicles can change in shape and size due to hormonal change. 40 to 50% of women see major hair changes during puberty, childbirth, and menopause. Let me know if you've seen that. I actually had super white blonde curly hair as a kid, and then it went a little wavier and straighter, and now it's like super wavy. The joys and surprises of getting older. Another thing that I have changed recently with getting older is the way I do my makeup, because the way I was doing it before is just not cutting it anymore. I'm getting ready because Tom and I are going for omakase tonight. We do a day night every 2 weeks now, and it's working great for us. So I'm gonna do my makeup with you and go through some of the changes that I made, because they've made a big difference. I used to go straight in with a full coverage, thick foundation, and now if I do that, it gets in my creases, my fine lines, it makes texture even more obvious, and it just makes me look older. So what I need to do is treat my skin first. Before, I didn't have as much skin texture and my pore size wasn't as big. So I go in with the Benefit Professional Matte Primer first, and this just blurs and softens the skin. And then I go in with a lighter foundation or even skin tint. And this makes my skin look so much fresher and still like my skin, but just better. Even just alone, I like the way it makes your skin glow a bit. Before, I was dealing with acne, so thicker foundation just made me feel more confident. But now I still have some pigmentation and acne scars and acne every now and then. I've come to not mind seeing like marks here and there. 30s is all about growing into your skin, growing into who you are. 20s is figuring it out. And I hear the 40s is even better. So I'm looking forward to seeing how things change and what makeup techniques I will apply. I also need a mirror now to see up close. If I just look in that mirror, I can't get a clear picture. For concealer, I used to do this huge inverted triangle underneath, and that much is just not necessary. So now I just do a few dots, and I also like to mix it with a pinkish tone concealer just to color correct the purple. So just like treating my skin issue, I need to color correct first instead of just layering on tons of makeup. This allows me to wear less, and when I wear less gets into the creases and everything just looks more natural. Now we're gonna move into powder. So something I changed with powder is, again, less is more. Less is more is gonna be the theme of everything now from here on out. I'm using the Benefit Professional Powder. Before, I used to powder all over my face, and now I powder only where necessary, and I like to do a little color correction at the same time. So I take a little dip of my powder, and then whatever blush I'm gonna be using, so today it's gonna be the Benefit Dandelion, I mix them together, and I apply it under my eyes. And this is going to create a nice transitional color between my blush and my concealer, and it's also gonna help to warm up those cool purple tones that you can see peeking through a little bit under my eyes. Let me just quickly show you the blush. See how this side you can see a difference between the blush and my concealer, and a little bit of purplish blue poking through, and this side is a little bit more cohesive. Done. Let's move on to eyebrows. I have mentioned this in a vlog before, but I used to draw my eyebrows in really thick and a little bit darker, and now I just fill them in only where I need to, using Benefit's Precisely My Brow Pencil. And I go in with Benefit's Precisely My Brow Wax. I think this lighter, softer color gives a really soft, subtle, youthful look. Moving on to eyeliner. So if you've been here for a while, you might remember the days where I wore a black liquid liner cat eye, like really far out style every single day. And I don't have the time, energy, or patience now to do that anymore. What works for me now is taking a brown pencil liner. I'm using the Benefit Bag Gal Bang. By the way, did I mention they're sponsoring this portion of the video? I think I didn't. You might be guessing by now they're a long-term partner of mine and they really support the channel, so thank you, Benefit. So I take this liner, I take a dense angled brush, rub it in, and you just simply place it just above my outer lash line and drag it out following the natural line of my eye. I put a little on the inner corners and I like to tight line my top lashes. This is just so much quicker and softer and more natural looking, but achieves the same kind of thing. And it gives you more eyelid space, which we lose as we age. Mascara time. Nothing about that has really changed. A little hack I learned recently to stop your mascara from transferring onto your lower lid is to take a bit of translucent powder and just pat the edges of your lashes. Game changer. For my lips, they haven't changed. I still draw the same lips I've drawn on for like over 10 years now. Shout out to Cupid's Bow lip tutorial. Did I delete that one? I don't know if it's still there. I added a little bit of liquid highlighter too. All right guys, this is my updated everyday makeup look. You can find all the products I use below in the description box. If you want to sample any of them, you can find Benefit at Sephora or at their standalone shops across Hong Kong. I am ready to get dressed. I have this really cute strapless top pants set that I'm gonna wear, and I'm probably gonna put my hair up and then I'm going to enjoy a nice evening with my husband. We're going to a new omakase restaurant called Udatsu Sushi. It's a Michelin star chef and sushi restaurant in Tokyo, and he opened his first shop here in Hong Kong in Heritage 1881. This building is so gorgeous. So pretty. Oh wow.
How can they make it this smooth? And the plates and everything are so pretty. Love details. Cheers.
Thank you. This is Tosada.
Between purple and red. Creamy. What a good meal.
I think I like the tuna together.
Yeah, I was gonna say the one at the end.
Tuna roll.
Yeah, that one was so good, the ending one. And the atmosphere was really nice. The chef is really nice. Really, really tasty. Trying to get in your car in Hong Kong after a meal is a mission. Are you gonna do it?
Easy.
Oh my goodness, the cars are so close.
You want to help me with this one? Whoa.
So normally I would just get it from the market and you can just chop it. But this one straight from the farm still has bits of soil at the bottom. So I don't want to chop it and get like dirt and soil into this. So I'm just picking them. It's a good activity for us to do anyways.
It's so early.
It's what?
It's so early.
It's so early? We need to do all this.
Yeah.
Are you all done helping me?
Yeah.
Huh? It's boring.
Mama, let me just go here.
Oh, I go over there?
Yeah.
Oh,
I cut.
okay.
You cut.
Okay, ready.
Can you? Let's flow.
Okay.
Mom, you cut two balls.
Two. Okay. Got it. Woohoo!
Mama, just go. Yeah.
Yeah, you really don't need fresh. The frozen one is sometimes better because it's frozen at the freshest time. Whereas the fresh one, sometimes they leave out for longer. So sometimes the frozen one is even fresher and it's cheaper.
Crisscross applesauce.
Up your back, please.
Oh no!
So close to your head. 3, go. Cross applesauce. Please.
With the color trees.
Okay. Crisscross applesauce. Got the cherries.